Hello, Glenn here. So today is about being assertive without being rude. And basically standing up for yourself is empowering. So here's my reminder to listen to your intuition. And it's combined with a bit of a rant actually on calming down, or when somebody tells you to calm down. Now, I may be preaching to the choir here in this week, but even if I am, I need reminding sometimes, like when I need reminding to drink water or to take a break. And I'm renowned for putting stacks of reminders on my phone. So I just love reminders, and I hope you do too. I know drinking water is basic. Yes, I know, but I still need reminding. Please consider this a gentle reminder for you to listen to your intuition. I was reminded myself recently of how it feels to be told to calm down from one of my favourite programs, MAFS, which is Married at First Sight. I know it's a reality TV show. Well, it's mostly scripted, I've been told, so not exactly reality. I'm not just interested in this show, I'm obsessed. And I'm actually obsessed not so much with the show, but really learning how people communicate. Now, I want to confess to you guys here. An ex used to tell me to calm down, which another favourite of mine that he used to use is he would tell me I was acting crazy. So he wouldn't even listen to me when I was even a little bit teary. So over time, I learned to settle myself before we spoke. And even now, when I think of it, I feel like I was giving in or giving up at that stage. And I didn't like how I felt afterwards. I listened to my intuition momentarily. However, it wasn't until years later that I actually left that relationship. If I had really been listening to my intuition, I would have left a lot sooner. So I have those words, acting crazy and calm down, are ingrained in our patriarchal society. And it's a shame that we're sometimes subjected to the tone police, or people who say, oh, geez, I was only just whatever, and giving their excuses. So when I refer to patriarchy, I'm not saying anti-men, far from it. All people have and are still contributing to this. I want to remind you, as I'm reminding myself right now when I say all of this, when something feels off, to take notice of it, and please don't silence yourself. My intuition has all the answers. I may be scared to act on something, or maybe I'm not ready, or somewhere in between. But I know that somewhere in there, I know what it is that would serve me best. My intuition is that little voice that enters the conversation very quickly. And if I pause when I hear it and listen to it like a dear friend, it's my guide. Being told to calm down had an impact on me way back, and I felt depleted for sure. The intensity of my feelings spiked because I had the original thing I was upset about, and now I was telling somebody, and it seemed to me like that somebody was, something like somebody superior in that moment anyway, was not even interested in my pain. So on the MAFS, or the Married at First Sight program, with Jackson and Olivia is when I'm particularly referring to, which was a while ago now, but he said to her, calm down, you're getting yourself wound up. And it makes me feel like you're not concentrating on us. We need to work on us, not other stuff that's out of our control. Well, often when we are getting upset, sometimes the things aren't in our control. But later, Olivia, after hearing what Jackson said, she said that she felt alone in her feelings. Yeah, That was because she was silenced effectively. She didn't have to be silenced. It wasn't his fault, but what he said told her, I'm not interested, basically. He was probably trying to stay focused on the task in the program and was experiencing some stress himself and trying to keep any external stress out of his immediate zone. That makes sense. However, he wasn't staying with her in her pain. And that, in my opinion, is what was required. It wouldn't have taken him more than 2 more minutes longer, and it would have created so much extra connection between them. If someone's pain is too much to listen to, I have a suggestion. You could say, you'll come back in a few minutes, or in the short term, you could say something like, if you really don't want to hear it, but you do care about the person, you might let them know that you have a time limit and need to attend a meeting. So that's only in the short term. I wouldn't suggest that every single time. You could acknowledge what they're saying briefly. You know, something like, wow, you look really upset. Please, I'll just get some water and maybe we can talk about it. I'll be right back with you. Or, you know, I want to hear all about it and I can't right now, but how does later, you know, work for you? Chances are the person's state will have changed a bit by the time they've had some spaciousness and you come back to it. And also, the most important thing is it will go a long way to helping their state change by reassuring them that they are important to you and what they have to say is also important. Don't forget, they are listening to their intuition too, and what you said is probably being noted, I hope. It doesn't matter to me that maths, Married at First Sight, is scripted. I still learn a lot about relationships, and it can also provide me with some questions and some scenarios that you might have so I can provide some assistance. I hope this has been helpful tonight. Let me know if it has. You can just reply to my email and let me know if it's been helpful. Or you might even like to write me an email and suggest something that you might like to know the answer to or maybe needing some insight on. And I will maybe put one of these things together in the next email. Thank you so much for listening.